Ever wondered how the humble loaf of bread, a staple in many of our diets, is actually crafted? The process might seem simple. After all, it's just flour, water, yeast, and salt, right? But the magic is in the method. The transformation of these basic ingredients into a wonderfully crusty, aromatic loaf of bread is nothing short of alchemy. First, we begin with the key ingredients: flour, water, yeast, and salt. The type of flour used can vary from the classic white to whole wheat to rye and beyond. This choice will greatly influence the final taste, texture, and nutritional content of the bread. Now, the first step in this process is mixing. Combine the flour, water, yeast, and salt together in a large bowl. A wooden spoon or your hands will do just fine for this task. Mix until all the ingredients are thoroughly combined and a sticky, rough dough forms. Next, we move to the second step: kneading. This requires a bit of elbow grease. Knead the dough on a floured surface for about 10 minutes. This process develops the gluten in the flour, which gives the bread its structure and chewy texture. After kneading, we arrive at the third step, which is proving. Place the dough in a lightly oiled bowl, cover it with a clean cloth, and let it rest. It needs to rise for about 1 to 2 hours, or until it's doubled in size. This is when the yeast does its job, creating carbon dioxide gas, which causes the dough to expand. The fourth step in bread making is shaping. Once the dough has risen, it's time to shape it into a loaf. This can be as simple as forming it into a round ball or a traditional loaf shape. Next comes the second proving. Yes, that's right. The dough must rise again. This second rise, or proof, gives the bread an even better texture and ensures a good rise in the oven. The sixth step is baking. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for. The dough goes into a preheated oven and transforms into a golden, crusty loaf of bread. The baking time can vary depending on the size of the loaf, but generally, it takes about 30 to 45 minutes. The final step in the bread making process is cooling. Yes, as tempting as it might be to cut into that fresh, hot loaf straight out of the oven, it's important to let it cool first. This allows the steam to escape and the structure of the bread to set. So there you have it, the art of bread making, broken down into 7 simple steps: mixing, kneading, proving, shaping, second proving, baking, and cooling. It's a process that requires patience and practice, but the result is an incredibly satisfying, delicious loaf of bread crafted by your own hands. Surely there's no better smell than that of fresh bread wafting through the kitchen, and no better taste than a slice of homemade bread, warm and slathered with butter. Bread making truly is a labor of love, a testament to the magical transformation of simple ingredients into something extraordinary. So why not give it a try? You might just discover a new passion and a newfound appreciation for the humble loaf of bread.